everybody, happy weekend and welcome back. My name is Steven and I'm with Cannin.com. We're here today for another technical analysis deep dive into a company we've already looked at a couple of times in the past couple of years. This is CVSI, CV Sciences Inc. Let's jump over to the pricing chart and see how 2021 is treating them. So you can see CVSI again on the OTC ticker. We're at about 50 cents back at the end of November 2020. Then we did have some positive movement, quickly came back down. And the beginning of 2021 has been very positive for them. They've gained almost 50% from mid 40 cents to upper 60 cents now, 68 is where we're currently closing over the weekend. And you can see pretty tight neck here. We're looking at Bollinger Bands, and around the 27th of November, it really opens up when we get this positive movement here. Up 36% almost on the 30th of November. Let's see what we can see on the KST. This is the no sure thing. Let me remind you of the signals here. The green is the KST, the signal is red. So when the green crosses above the red, as we remember on many of these indicators, that's a sign of strength. You can see that it happened in between the 27th and the 30th. So over the weekend there, that was the movement. And you might say, oh man, we missed it, right? That would have been our signal. But on Monday, when we got that was the big price movement. We didn't really see anything here. And the RSI, similar story, right? 25th, 27th, and then bam, up to our upper limit, almost 70 here on the RSI. So why can't we have a little more information earlier to take advantage of this big movement? I really want to encourage you to do a multiple time frame analysis. And so we just switched from the daily chart to the 4-hour chart. And you can see from the Bollinger Bands here, it's a lot less clear, right? There's no clear neck, maybe a little one here, but the breakout is negative. But look what happens on the no sure thing, with signs of weakness this entire period, end of 2020. And then we don't get a clear signal until here, which is the 5th of January, which is well after that signal that we were looking at on the daily chart. Let me just remind you and go back, right? Our cross here was the weekend between the 27th and the 30th of November. The chart on the 4-hour, of course, we're looking at different time periods here, so we'd have to scroll way back to look at the 27th of November. But for this example, look at the 5th of January. We're at about 49 cents here. We get our no sure thing cross, and it stays positive the entire time. So it stays strong, right? And what does that even mean for our pricing here? 50 cents up to 68 cents. So almost 20% gains with a much clearer picture on the no sure thing here. The RSI at the same time period is about 57. It's just gaining in strength the entire time before it pops 70. And look, right now we're actually above 70 now. Our KST is still showing signs of strength. So on the 4-hour chart, a little bit of signs of strength here. Let's look back into what we were trying to see originally this weekend, the 27th and the 30th. Look how much clearer it is. A huge difference, 27th to 30th, right? And then bam, second signal is the big mover, right? So we did have this Monday morning warning, whereas on the daily chart there's only one data point, right? There's only one candle for one day. It did give us this extra period to get into this trade, and the RSI says the same thing. Look at that slope change, nothing, ding, way above, right? So really interesting analyses. I want to show you the 1-hour chart. I don't want to analyze it though, because this one's even more interesting than the 4-hour chart. So take advantage of multiple time frames. If you get a signal on one time frame, you can look on another time frame and it's still there. That's just more evidence that it's a really powerful signal. So what's our prediction for CVSI? You can see that we have about a cross here on the 11th of January back to the daily chart. Our RSI is about to break over 70, strength. So we're actually going to anticipate a little bit of strength here in the short term on CV Sciences. And that's the technical analysis today. Please let us know if you have any questions or any other companies that you'd like us to analyze. Have a great weekend, everybody, and happy trading.